Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Redmen TV and your latest episode of Transfer Insight. My name is Dan Clubb. I'm absolutely delighted to be joined by Jacob Schoop. Jacob, my friend, how are you? Okay.
I'm good. Excited to talk about Hugo.
Yeah, let's talk about him. So obviously we've been speaking for a few weeks now, back and forth for WhatsApp messages. I've been in Hong Kong and Tokyo, covering Liverpool for the past 2 weeks. Jet lag's just about settled, but I was greeted and flabbergasted and surprised to see Hugo Ekitike join us on that tour. When I left Liverpool, it never felt like we were going to sign him, and all of a sudden there he was in Hong Kong. And I want to speak about him because you played with him, you captained him in Denmark. I've got to ask you to start with your first impressions because he's a really young lad. He's still a very young lad now, and this was a few years ago. He comes to Denmark, new country, new environment, new people, still so young, like I say. What were your first impressions of him? And as the captain, how much did you have to sort of like help him and help him settle and all that sort of stuff?
Yeah, I would say he came as a boy. He was just a young lad coming. Didn't play much senior football when he came to us. Didn't speak the language so well. So obviously, as a captain group, we had to take care of him. But he was really easygoing, and we loved him from the start. Just a happy boy coming into the dressing room, and yeah, and you could just see he loved to play, loved to train. So yeah, but he was not shy, but he was a boy when he came, and yeah, when he didn't speak the language so well, it was a bit harder for him. So in the beginning, he played on our under 19th for our 19th team instead of the Super League team. Uh, so the first 6 months he was struggling to get playing time, but when he came back after the winter break, he really took some huge steps, and you could see he felt more comfortable. He get to know the players, get to know the style of football. It's different from where he came from. So yeah, I always said when people ask me, he came as a boy and left as a man. But I think this 1 year when he was with us was so important because he got the confidence from the team and from the coaching staff.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely, stood him in good stead when you look at what he's gone on to do and achieve already. He's still so young and still so early in his career, of course, but to make the steps he did in Frankfurt and then obviously join Liverpool, it speaks volumes of the upbringing and the trajectory he's had in terms of his career. You mentioned training there. I wanted to ask you what he was like in terms of that, because obviously, again, coming into a different environment, a different football setup entirely, could you tell from the get-go that his attitude was absolutely spot on, and he sort of, in terms of the work rate and the work ethic, he had what it took?
He was lacking a bit of like his physique wasn't as good because he was only I think 18 when he came to us. So you could see his abilities on the ball was amazing and above everyone else. But sometimes he was struggling to get it into the game because he was lacking his physique. But he learned that like in I would say it took him like 6 months to get used to when he should dribble and when he should play simple. And then he had some speed he could use as well. So I would say it took him like half a year to really get to where you would say, okay, you could see he's special.